Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Twin Flame Tuesday, which is the video I am starting with for the week. No, I did not record Super Sign Sunday. This is actually my first official video that I am recording and publishing from my new home, my new space, my new Zen den, as I like to say. And you see there are many stones, many friends we have here who want to be over in this little good vibe space we have going on. Stay tuned. I will publish a video of what my previous space was, my sacred space, and a little tour of my current creative space, which is much more aligned with my needs and the space that I was looking to create over at my other house that I now have been able to create in this one. Very exciting things going on in the world, in each and every one of our lives. One thing for sure, I know for myself, welcome, my name is Rochelle Richard, for those who may be new to my channel. Here at Empowerment Experiences, we look for and find our power all along this, which is each our own self-love empowerment journey. And for those who haven't gotten the memo yet, a twin flame journey is very much a self-love empowerment journey. That is what it is. And that's why I call it a healing twin flames journey, because it is about each and every one of us taking that responsibility and healing each our own selves. Because in turn, we heal the collective, we heal the connection, we heal each other just by healing ourselves. It all begins within. And these past couple weeks and this move have been such an upset, yet at the same time a writing of, and that's R-I-G-H-T-A-T-I-N-G, right? A writing of what was perceived out of alignment. So it's kind of throwing things up in the air and saying, but did you really want that? Did you really want that? It's time to really get clear. What is not in alignment with you? And that's where we are. And it's, again, being in this present moment, being present moment oriented, being able to let go of the guilt, the shame, the blame, all these lower vibrational states of being, especially as we are learning surrender. We're learning to just say, okay, it is what it is. Again, I had intended on being in the position to start recording over a week ago. That did not happen. And then I even had an incredible experience with angel numbers and all sorts of good things. Oh my goodness. I will include that with the post for this Twin Flame Tuesday. One of those receiving divine signs posts, I'll share about it. How the numbers came to be and how I knew 5/15 was a date. I just didn't realize it was going to be the one that I would be recording on for Twin Flame Tuesday. And Twin Flame Tuesday is the 17th. So we have that number. There is in the receiving divine signs post is going to be about 7017. It's a story about, oh my goodness, compiling all of these channeled poems into something I'm creating with them and getting them all organized, and the Word document getting set up and ready for the next reading, next poem to go in its place, and links and things. And originally I had, the copy pasted information, which wasn't the information for what would have been today's video that I ended up not making. I mean, it's kind of crazy. We're all over the place, right? But this is where we are, Goddess. This is where we are. We're in this whole, oh, there's that going on and there's that going on, but oh, let me tell you about this. Oh, but that's connected to this. But oh my goodness, but I had to realize I just could come into this moment. And I know it all sounds so crazy, because that's how it feels right now. So much of life just feels that, and you're just being asked to let go and be aware and allow yourself to be who you are. And one of those things was, again, I had pasted that information. There was things that were not going to stay there. They're going to be replaced because it was not correct details. And here was the thing, is that I caught it at 11:11 on Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is a very important day for me. I've always known it to be a lucky day. I never understood what the aversion was to the date. I've always felt amazing energies on Friday the 13th throughout my entire life. I never fell for the hoax. There's a lot of hoaxes in this world. I never fell for that one. And because I could feel the difference in me. And again, one of those things about me is that I like to have things organized and ready. I do like to be ready. And so I had this Word document. All of a sudden, 11:11, Friday the 13th, let me screenshot. Oh, but wait, it has this wrong information on the screen that's going to bug me. So I go and I delete like the YouTube link that went with where I copied it, the whole little section, the titles and labels and things that I copied and pasted. And I deleted the things that were not the correct information for this next reading that I was going to be recording that I thought was going to be Super Science Sunday. So I deleted that really quick enough to screenshot again, and I got the 11:11 on Friday the 13th. So we have 11:11 on Friday the 13th. And after Goddess, this is why this story is so mind-blowing and you have to hear it. Thank you for sticking through it with me. I know it's been a little wild ride, but hear it. I all of a sudden catch at the lower left hand of the screen, because it's a Word document, how many words there were left on that Word document after I went and had to set it up how I need it set up, because I don't like leaving something that doesn't belong where it doesn't belong, especially when it's just a few strokes, a few keystrokes on the keyboard. I'm not okay with that, because if I go back later, my mind might assume that, that YouTube link is the correct link, even though it's not. You see where I'm going with this, right? So I had to erase the information that was not correct. As a result of doing that, boom, the word count in the bottom left corner that I caught, Goddess. All because of being who I am. 7,017. I kid you, you screenshotted it. So I literally have, unknowingly, a screenshot that I had taken knowingly for the 11:11 on Friday the 13th. Only to catch after the fact that it had 7017 words. After I had deleted the things that did not belong where they were listed. That said, Goddess, we are going to embrace these numbers here, this 11:11, this spiritual awakening. We're in this new space. That's why things feel so chaotic, feel as though, oh my gosh, things are not going as you planned, things are not where you would like them to be, and you're wondering, what the fuck is going on with me? It's because you're shedding more of these layers. You're shedding what isn't you. So while the ego is saying, oh my goodness, you're killing me, yeah, that's the point here, because you're getting back to you. And on this Twin Flame Tuesday, even as I have gone through so many changes and so much transformation, that even for a few months, I was in such, and I'm still healing a bit of that, right? A space of wanting nothing to do with twin flames, nothing to do with the last 4 years of my life, and just really whitewash all of what's been some of the most important, most amazing experiences of my life. Because the twin flame journey is definitely amazing. It's excruciating. It can be horrendously painful. Right? But all of that is cracking us open, so we can get to a deeper understanding, a a grander knowing of ourselves. And so that's why things feel so out of your control. It's because the part of you that needs to control, it's not you. It's your false self. It's your ego self. Goddess, we are in that space where you're being asked to really start to allow yourself to be who you are. I'm hearing Mufasa. Remember who you are. You are not all the layers of the bullshit that you've been told that you are. Belief systems, bullshit. Look, surrender. Surrender. Even though the card itself is not a surrender card, surrender the outcome. Surrender your need for controlling things, because ego is control, soul is surrender. That's just how it is. The soul knows, ego doubts. See the clarity there. And so in finding this easier path forward, it's even more so not even finding the path, it's allowing for an easier path forward. Get the fuck out of your own way. I know it's chaotic. I know you feel discombobulated. You feel as though you have so much to do, so much clarity that you need, so many things to get done, so much responsibility. And at the same time, the world is just spinning out of control, completely off its axis, if I do say so myself, right? But that's where even the release your expectations, seldom do I read the words on the card itself. It's always so often, not always, but so often just this energy, these messages, right? These words that just flow. But today, it's right there, and practically in black and white, more like navy, dark navy, right? But allow for an easier path forward. Surrender, let go of control. Because especially as you're in this chaos, especially as things are working to fall away, you can't be grasping at shit. You can't be grasping at it. You gotta breathe, goddess, you've gotta breathe. Take a pause, take a moment. Let's close our eyes and let's breathe. Inhale through your nose. Hold it for a moment. And then exhale. Slow, steady, and controlled. You've got to breathe more. I'm definitely knowing that you've been holding more tension in your body, and you can tell this when you catch yourself needing to take a deep breath. That means, goddess, that you're not actually breathing. You're not allowing for this flow to even take place in your body. You're constricted. It's time to loosen up. Oof. Oof. Wow. Don't take action right now. It's time to chill the fuck out. That is exactly what this is. This is not it. This is not it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath. You don't have to be doing all the time. And when you can come to realize that perhaps, goddess, perhaps it is in all this doing all the time that you are the one that's preventing the flow, preventing the abundance from flowing in, preventing your desires from flowing in, preventing the peace from flowing through you, because you're so caught up in all that you feel you have to do. So, again, chill out. Allow the universe to support you. Allow for even your divine masculine to show his support in the way of the signs and synchronicities. And even when he does pop back in, to choose to see that, again, that's the opportunity for you to see how far you've come. That you can breathe where you're at, goddess. That you've come so far. That you can see because of the mirror that you know you've been there, where he is. And that there's that part of you, part of him, and part of you in you, both of you, and in the connection that wants to pull you down. That's why, again, amidst all of this chaos, don't be grasping on things. Don't be grasping for things, because you've got to let things fall. The things that are heavy, they have to fall, or else they will take you down with it. You're being lifted. Don't hold on to something that's going to keep you from rising. And yes, this includes your counterpart, that when he or she, when your divine masculine returns in whatever way they do, when they pop in, because they do, it's like they need a dose of you, right? Like they need just enough of you to go back out into the shit show that is their life, because they've not yet come to know they do not yet remember either who they are. They certainly don't. You're very much deep in this space of remembering, of reconnecting, of gathering all of these pieces of you and releasing all that isn't you. And that's, again, why we're at this space of don't be grasping. The only thing, rather than grasp, hold your hand out. Just hold your hand, open palm, goddess, and say, I allow myself to receive the support that I am requiring at this time. I allow myself to receive with open hands, open arms, the support that I am requiring at this time to guide me through this which I am going and growing through. And then nurture yourself. Just rest. Again, chill the fuck out. Just chill out. Breathe. Intentionally. On purpose. Deep. Feel like, seriously, after you've been tense and been a bit closed off, when you actually breathe deep, you can feel it. It's almost like orgasmic, right? Like that little tingle in the lungs from the oxygen, the tickle that you get, where it's like, oh, ooh, that feels amazing. Focus on that, right? Focus on the feel goodness of this experience, of what it is to be in the flow, right? The feel goodness in celebrating that you can feel good. Like that in itself, the feeling good is the body's celebration of, ooh, yes, oxygen. Ooh, yes, aliveness. Right? That is all the reason your cells need a reason to celebrate. It's just feeling alive. That's it. So allow yourself to feel alive. Allow for this life force to flow through you. Allow for this energy to flow through you. Oh, hey. Oh. Knocking things off here. Ooh. Well, there you go. Right? Celebrate, right? Again, the only thing that the cells need to celebrate is oxygen, just to feel alive. Well, the same with the child, right? It's the little things. Well, for most children, I know some that tends to ask, oh, is this the only other thing I'm getting? Like, is this it? Is this the last present that I have to open? Do I have more? No. Stop. When we come from that place of childlike wonder, where everything is something that is, ooh, I wonder what that's gonna feel like. Ooh, I wonder how amazing that's going to be. Remember, Goddess, when you used to do that? I mean, I know that there are still times, and there have been many times in your life, throughout your life, where you've said, ooh, that's going to be so amazing. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Oh, I wonder what it's going to be like. I wonder, how good that's going to feel. Oh, especially, with your divine masculine, right? Your twin flame. Oh. Every moment is a gift that you get to unwrap. That's why it's called the present. Every moment is a gift that you get to unwrap. That's why it's called the present. Goddess. Think about a child who does have gifts to unwrap. Oh, the limitless possibilities of what could be in those gifts. And those are all these moments. Even though, again, we're in this chaos. We don't know what the fuck is going on, right? But it's in this unknown that true miracles happen. It's in this unknown, in this chaos, that order comes from it, that limitless possibilities exist in that quantum field. Oh, yeah. In the realm of possibility, all things are possible. In the realm of possibility, all things are possible. And imagine. Remember, as a child, right? You had this imagination where you knew. Like you knew that your Pegasus was real. You knew you were really speaking with other beings. But it took the grown-ups to convince you that you were crazy. Well, I'm here to say crazy's the only way, because crazy implies that you're different, because you're going to be crazy to someone with whom you're different. So it's time to share your voice. You're supposed to be different, Goddess. That's why, again, all of this chaos, all this craziness, like I've been hiding in a lot of ways. I'm like, oh, I do not need to show all this craziness. I've taken a step back a bit in a lot of ways from my coaching, my business, how I want to build it. Especially the free group that I've had, which things are going to be changing. And I've recently made an announcement a couple weeks ago saying exactly that. Things have to be more aligned, and there's so many things that have to change in order for that to happen. For each and every one of us to be stepping into our truth, right? We have to be willing to let go of what doesn't work for us. And remember, that's how we allow for an easier path forward, is we let go of the things not meant for us. We stop, and here's the thing, stop trying to convince yourself that they are. Oof. That one's heavy. Stop trying, right? And my clients, those who work with me, know how I am about the word try. Try is an escape hatch for the ego. But I'm trying to do this. Well, exactly. You're trying. You're not actually doing it. You're not actually making the changes, right? You're just trying, which means you're not doing shit, right? So the ego will sit there and say, but I'm trying. No, I am growing. I am healing. I am expanding. I am sharing my voice. I am stepping out into the light. I am stepping into my power. I am rising and thriving. You see the difference there? Because it is about you and your unique spark, your unique expression, and that is why that this chaos happens. It has to happen. All these major changes that so many divine feminines are in the midst of, myself having been included, these many months. And it's evolutionary, which means it doesn't happen overnight. We are perpetually transforming. We are perpetually going and growing on this ascension journey. Right? And that means that we are going to be undergoing even deeper transformation during certain time periods. And this being one of those. This again, why so much chaos? Why it feels like there's so much chaos? Why it feels like things are just falling away? Why things feel like you're rowing upstream? It's because you're just supposed to chill the fuck out and let the universe support you. You take care of you. Even the feng shui, what's the feng shui, notice, or there's a soul sister of mine. She's very much into the feng shui realm. Definitely opposed to astrology. Astrology has been very wrong. Horoscopes, in terms of what's coming. And for the month of May, holy moly, the feng shui was spot on. And it has a lot to do with, well, not a lot to do, it has everything to do with focusing on your health for the month of May. And it's because of all of the DNA upgrades that are happening within you, all of the cellular changes that are underway currently inside of you, that your body, it's a lot like when it's fighting an infection, but it's not fighting against anything. There's just so much energy being utilized at the cellular level in your body. And I know this for certain, having had not one but 2 kidney stones since I've moved into this house. Yes, 2. That's the other reason why I've been a little distant the past, since I've moved into this new place at the beginning of the month. The second stone was the typical. The first one, it was not typical. It was just pressure. It was interesting. I was excited, thinking, ooh, maybe this is how my body has now adapted, because it's very clear that when there's a major purge going on in my personal life, I tend to have a kidney stone. Like, I've looked at all the ones I've had, and every single time it's been a massive transformation underway in my life at a cellular level. Absolute certainty. And this stone, I had zero assistance. except for hot water and pacing. And yeah, and there's been a whole lot of that being brought to light in the sense of, almost, because I've been hanging things, right? Almost falling off the chair, almost tripping down the stairs, all of these things that are, again, about us learning to take a step back. You're doing too much, you're doing too much, you're doing too much, because there's other things that are happening within you. And so this kidney stone, especially the second one, so what happens with a kidney stone is your system gets plugged. Like you literally, you get backed up all the way. And so you have to realize that what that does to your system is it's literally going against the flow, right? It's going the opposite direction. And you better believe that kicked my ass for almost 2 days. I had to have a soul sister of mine bring me a heating pad the next morning because my entire lower abdomen was so sore from it having had such a resistance of going the other direction within me, and I was so exhausted that even at how my stairs are in my new house is you go up, I think 8 stairs, and then it's the landing, and then a second landing to turn, and then you go up the other 8 or 9 stairs, and then you're at the second level. I would barely get to the landing, and I was out of breath that Saturday. Like it took so much energy just to pass this which I don't even know how little it was, where it is exactly, is for sure in my body. It might be in my bladder. I don't know. I just know it left my kidney, and that was excruciating, right? So again, it's realizing that as this deep healing takes place at the cellular level, your energy levels are going to be drastically lower. So you're going to naturally be being called. When you're in your awareness, you're going to be able to clearly see that you are being called to give your attention to taking care of you. Give your attention to taking care of you right here. Supporting yourself. Supporting yourself. And with that, for this Twin Flame Tuesday, knowing where my divine masculine is, knowing where I have been, and knowing where so many, knowing where the divine feminine collective who resonates with my journey and my message, for those looking to be empowered, obviously, out of this twin flame trap of attachment to their masculines. It's that space of being able to allow for the divine masculine to give us a message without being, again, so attached that it's coming directly from our physical divine masculine, where he is in his ego space. Okay? And that is the acknowledgement of the knowledge that you possess in this space, that this signifies a deeper understanding of the twin flame connection itself. This represents a better grasp of that which you want to have a grasp on, and that is understanding the energy, the flow between you and your counterpart, understanding the mirror between the two of you, being able to know in your connection, know in all the woo-woo, all the, oh my goodness, yes, when you shift, he shifts, it happens. Because even my own ego has been going, oh my gosh, I don't believe in this nonsense, this is just ridiculous, see, you're not going to be together, da-da-da-da-da-da, all this, just, she's been nasty. I'm not going to lie, mean girl, but nasty about my twin flame, with all of this. And it's because the very foundation of my life was disrupted by having to move, right? Very much so. And unexpectedly, for sure. But it's being able to, again, realize that it's, look, this air spirit, right? Being able to just float on the breeze. Oh my goodness, float on the breeze. To know that you are being supported, to know that you are being led and guided, the path illuminated, exactly where you are supposed to go. And you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Because if you were supposed to be anywhere other than where you are, you would be. And same with your counterpart. And we're knowing this more and more. We're knowing that acceptance is such an important, necessary component of this twin flame journey. Acceptance of the way things are, acceptance of our role in the experience, acceptance of our responsibility to the connection and to ourselves, especially to ourselves, right? Because remember, a twin flame journey, goddess, is a self-love empowerment journey on steroids. I haven't mentioned that yet in this video, but just gonna say. And that's coming from a former pimped out, drug addicted prostitute, just saying. And we're knowing more in the magic of the connection. We're knowing that anytime we have a focus on the pain and the separation and the things that we don't want to be experiencing, that's us doing it to ourselves. That's us choosing to create a negative experience for ourselves. It's us choosing to focus on not the magic, but the madness. And it's time to, again, be allowing yourself to truly trust and know in the magic of this connection, to trust and know in the magic of this journey, of this realm, of this experience, to know in the power within you, the power that when you awaken to knowing the power within you, there are no limits. And guess what? You have no fucking reason to stand in your own way anymore. You do surrender to the flow because you recognize, again, the power within you. You don't need to control things. You don't need to be in that ego space. And more, this is where I am knowing the divine feminines are going. We're reaching this space of, again, greater and greater detachment from the divine masculine and realizing that, wow, such a major facet of the twin flame trap, the thing that which is the self-sabotage of the excruciating pain and suffering that we perpetuate for ourselves, is that attachment to not just the one who bears the label of twin flame, but the label of twin flame itself. And that's definitely what I know my mission is, my purpose is to empower you, dear sweet goddess, out of this twin flame trap and into your energy, into you recognizing where your power lies on this journey, that it's not in him, that it's in you, that it's you focusing on you, that it's you getting out of your own way, that it's you loving you, it's you listening to you, it's you discovering who you are and you being all that you are, the fullest expression that you are, and to let what isn't fall away. Fall away. And with that, we had angel number 1111. I don't have, of course, 7017, but let's see here. Look, 1111, time of faith and inspired action, and faith is a belief in the unseen. 1111 reminds us that mistakes are blessings disguised as lessons. I literally was I must have been dreaming it in the last 24 hours, The quote from that was a download with my beloved twin flame after watching this movie that he was so eager for me to watch. It was an amazing Bollywood love story. Oh my goodness, I love it. And at the end of that movie, this quote came: "In every perceived mistake can be found a divine blessing." Because no matter what, there's at least a lesson, and that's a blessing. Be open to receiving divine guidance, aligned with and on the right path. Trust yourself, your journey, and the divine process unfolding. Oh, look, increasing awareness, just as I was saying, about really focusing within yourself. I know, goddess. I know, sweet sister, how challenging it is. Do I look? Do I peek? See if maybe I can see him. If he's been online over there, if he's been online over there, if he posted anything there. Wherever I can, I do on occasion. But grateful I've reached that point through my own practices and such, and my own healing, of being able to go, this is best. This is where we are, and this is where we're supposed to be. Now, I'm curious. All right, this phone is not totally set up yet, so I don't have. There's Chrome. No. Oh, jeez. I just wanted to look up. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. 7017 angel number. Wow. Means reward and patience. Well, I can tell you for sure, because I'm reading through and they're just giving me, this isn't the browser I'm used to. 717 is amplified by the number 0, and that's what 0 does. 0 amplifies any numbers that it's with. Let's just tap on this first one here and see what we have here. Da-da-da. Wow, and of course, there it comes at the top. The meaning of angel number 7017, twin flame. Reward and patience. Don't give up easily. Yeah, money, reward for money. That's so intriguing. Whew, that was a little wild there. That said, let's go to the 717. As we know, spiritual growth and enlightenment, for sure, that's where we are. Strong union for twin flames, which means that inner union, goddess, that union within yourself. That means you coming into union with your true self, because you're not blocking your truth anymore. You're not closing yourself off from that flow. You are on the right path. Yet also affirmed, just like 1111, you're on the right path. You already know, so trust yourself and your inner knowing, right? The number 0 amplifies 717. It's very much what we're going to go with for today's message. Is angel numbers 1111 and 7017 coming through by way of 717 amplified. thanks to the number 0. So that's where we are today for the first official Twin Flame Tuesday reading. And again, there are changes that are coming. One thing that will stay the same is I will still be offering a handful of one-on-one sessions each month moving forward, but just a handful. You can book yours today at iamempowered.as.me. Whatever questions you have, it does not have to be twin flame specific. It can be career, family, whatever, wherever you are, where you feel as though you're struggling, you're stuck, you're fed up, you're frustrated, and you're ready to get the fuck out of it. I assure you, it's all about finding your power and then, making the shifts necessary to step into that power. All right. That said, dear goddess, I appreciate you so much. Please comment below. Let me know what resonated with you. And of course, as always, like this video. Please hit subscribe if you are new to my channel. And remember, I'm here for you. My inbox has an open heart policy. You can definitely visit my website, empowermentexperiences.com. With that, I will see you later this week for Thankful to Thrive Thursday. Well, that is my intention. As I'm getting back into the groove a bit. This is also my birthday month, so there's a lot of things I'm processing through that as well. We're in this chaos space, a lot of transitioning, transformation happening, and we're just really being asked to surrender, surrender, surrender. With that, dear goddess, I remind you that the power to surrender to the flow, that power is in your hands, because I hope you know that power has always been inside you. Namaste.